Hey everybody, it's DIY Coach Al over here at Lawn Care and Home Repair. And when I tell you it has been hot, it has been hot. We are in, this is now the third day of triple digit temperatures. Yesterday it was 104. Today it was 100. Today is Wednesday. I think this video will come out on Thursday. And on Monday, I want to say we were maybe right at 100. I think we're scheduled for a little break today. It is way too hot to be out there. I'm shooting this part up under the shade. But I'm going to walk around and let you guys see what's happening over here in Prince George's County, Southern Maryland. It's just really, really, really hot. And unfortunately, right before this heat wave we had 6 days of rain, torrential rain. In fact, we got 6 inches of rain in the period of during that period of time. And I'm sure you guys probably know, some of you are probably dealing with this, when you have that much rain and then immediately after that you're dealing with this kind of heat and humidity. It's just right for fungus and weeds. Now, I'd already been working my fungicide program, so did get hit with a little bit, not as much as I thought I would. So I do have some fungus spots that popped up, but I also have a lot of heat stress spots like right over here. Now with me, as I mentioned to you guys before, I'm going to be burning this off and starting a new lawn over there this fall, this late August, early October. You know, do my pre-germ seed. I'm going to go with the night shift over there, Jesse's shop at Lawn Life. Really like that turf type tall fescue, so I'm going to do that. I think maybe with the combination of the perennial rye, I think they are equally dark. And I'm going to also do this part over here. Because of that, I am not going to spend money. My water bill last year, it was about $1,000. So I normally wouldn't say something like that, but watering your lawn can be expensive. And when you get weather like this, in order to keep your grass looking green, you are going to have a high water bill. But since I'm going to be burning all of this up and planting a new cultivar, I'm just not going to put a lot of water down. I'm not going to even water to keep it alive. You need about 1.5 inches per week to keep your lawn looking green. In order to keep it alive, you can probably go with maybe 1 inch or so once a week, once every 8, 9, 10 days. But I'm not even trying to keep this alive. Now, if Mother Nature works on my side and I get good water, I may add a little bit to keep it looking nice and green. But since my intentions are to actually plant a new cultivar over here where I keep the grass, this part of the easement, over there on that part where I keep the grass, my lawn there, and my lawn here, all of this is going to be burned up with that new cultivar being planted. So I'm not going to spend the money to keep this watered, to keep it alive and looking nice and green. Since I'm going to have to use some money to buy the new grass seed and buy those other things that I'm going to need to do, and may do a little bit of lawn leveling while I'm at it. So I just want to let you guys see what's happening here. Also want to know what's going over with you. If you're on the East Coast, they say 150 million Americans, the majority of the country does live on this side, of the Mississippi, I believe. But 150 million of us are dealing with this heat. So I think we're supposed to get a break over the next few days. Unfortunately, because we went from having so much water to having so much heat, I haven't even been able to put down any more fungicide or even do any herbicide, any weed control, because when the temperatures are 90 and above, you just don't want to put anything on your grass that could potentially damage the blade, if not kill it altogether. So you guys leave me a comment. Let me know what's happening with you on your side. I'm going to switch this around, walk around the yard. And as I said, I have not put any water on this grass in probably the last 5 or 6 days or so. I turned my sprinkler system off. As I said before, you're going to get some heat stress. It's going to be when the weeds start to come up, but you have to decide whether or not you want to spend that money to keep your grass alive, to keep it looking green, or let it do what cool season grasses do naturally. They go dormant in this kind of heat in order to protect themselves. So I'm going to come back and show you, just do a quick walkthrough and let you see exactly what's going on over here. Be right back. All righty, so from this side of the house, not sure if you can see it good, but yeah, we have the heat spots over there, right over there, stress spots. Did have some fungus over here. I did hit that with some of the, I think I had propiconazole that was already cooked up, and I did hit that before the temperatures really rose. But you see the heat stress over here? And once again, I am not doing anything to this yard except putting some herbicide down. I do want to keep the weeds at bay, but since I'm going to be burning it up anyway in August or September, not going to really do a whole lot over there. So yeah, you see the heat stress over here, and over here you do see a few weeds popping up. Definitely got some, looks like some crabgrass over there. And I've been seeing a little bit, excuse me, of the nutsedge over there in the backyard. But the heat stress you can definitely see. Now, overall, for what the weather has been, the lawn is not looking bad. I did have these spots over here where I had some fungus. And as I said, over the last few days, I just haven't been able to put anything down because we went from uh, extreme rain to extreme heat. So those are really the only bad spots that are there. And I did have some lawn lighting over there that created a problem. Over here, this side of the property where, or this side, the easement, I just maintain this, and you can see this is all heat stress over here. And when you have heat stress, you're going to see those weeds pop up. So I am seeing weeds pop up over here on this side. So what I am going to do, because I just don't want it to look bad, even though I will also be burning this up. I don't, not sure if that's creeping Charlie or clover, but I don't want it to get so bad that it starts to look unsightly. The grass, even during that period of time that we had all that rain followed by the heat, the grass has still been growing. But because you had that rain followed by that heat and that humidity, that's what you get. You are going to get some of those fungus spots. Overall, just having a few spots is not bad at all. Honestly, boy, it's so hot you can't see, but I'm sweating over here. Last year we had almost the exact same thing, and almost all of this that you see was destroyed by the fungus. This year is not as bad. I know that it's June, so the weather's just going to be hot. And we're going to have those days where we have a lot of rain showers, followed by the heat and the humidity. So you guys know that summertime is just the worst for us cool season grass folk. Our friends down in the south, which with your zoysia grass and your St. Augustine and your Bermuda and your centipede and I think the bent grass, if I'm not mistaken, down there, you guys are probably, your grass is probably loving this. But for the yard not to have been watered for almost a week, it's just not looking bad at all. But before that, we had so much rain that even the roots were just saturated. So I'm not going to put any water on this, probably because I think they're calling for rain over the next few days. So I'm going to check the weather report and see what it's looking like for the next few days. If we're not going to have any more rain for a while, then I will come out here and I will hit this with water. I'm going to dial back in that water regimen to get that inch and a half of rain per week, because I am keeping this grass. I'm not going to be burning this up and doing anything differently. So I had been coming out here and spraying for the weeds that have been popping up. Hey guys, it is so hot out here that my phone camera actually overheated. But I think any camera would have overheated. It's just really hot out here today. So as I was saying, before the camera went off, I am going to be putting some water, putting my water program back up, because as you can see, I do have heat stress, just like I'm sure everybody else does who's not doing any watering. But the grass is actually so tall. Now I do have the turf type tall fescue that's actually really tall. But one of the weeds that loves this kind of rainy and hot weather are sedges. So I have to get that sulfentrazone out to lay down an application of that. Actually, I use the Q4 Plus. It has the dicamba, the 2,4-D, the sulfentrazone, and the quinclorac in it. So I'm going to come out when the temperature goes down. I'm going to come out and hit those sedges and hit those other weeds that are out here. But the biggest issue that I'm having, uh, like I did last year, is actually the common Bermuda grass. So I'm going to just do some spot spraying for the other weeds that are out here, but I have to do an application for this common Bermuda because none of the other herbicides are going to work on this. Now, the good thing is that I don't have a lot of it like I had last year. I did do my pre-emergent earlier this year, so I think that actually did a really good job at keeping a lot of this down. I use the prodiamine. I use the prodiamine out here. I think next year I'll go with the dithiopyr, but I used the prodiamine this year. I think the pre-emergent did suppress a whole lot of that common Bermuda, but you guys know that nothing is 100%. So I'm going to have to come back and use my Ornamic 170 to get this common Bermuda under control. The Q4 Plus will take care of everything else. I'm going to do the spot treating with that. And like I said, I will then come back and use that Ornamic 170 to deal with the common Bermuda. So, hey, you guys leave me a message. Let me know what you're dealing with out there. As I said, over here on the East Coast and this whole side of the country, we are in the midst of a heat wave, 3 days of 100+ temperature. Yep, this phone overheated for the second time. So to end this, please, you guys, give me some feedback and let me know what's happening with you where you are. And this is DIY Coach Al. I'm going to throw a video up here. Not sure what video I'm going to throw up here, but I'm going to put something else up here. But let me sign off before she cuts off for me again. Hey, you guys, do me a favor and like and subscribe to the channel. If you are used to watching my videos but you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I do post content on a regular basis. You all have an amazing day on purpose.